Alright guys, what's going on? It is showtime. Today, LGD, DON, Legendary, I don't know if they're Legendary or Legendary Gaming, I'm not sure what they go by now, versus Dawn Squad from Europe. LGD Africa, specifically South Africa, in our 16v16 Frontlines World Series. And if you didn't know already, I'm Ender, broadcasting with me, N-Seeker. And
hello.
Today for maps we have let's see, I think obviously it's LGD's pick, Suez. We're on the South Africa server right now. And then we have what was it? Oh, Fort de Vaux on Europe, and then tiebreakers gonna be played if we get to the tiebreaker. One round of with Amiens on Europe and one round on Africa servers, and then we're going to compare either if both teams take the other team's MCOMs on their home server or telegraphs, we'll look at the time, and whoever did it quicker will be deemed the winner. We had to get creative because of, got to come up with something fair across multi-regions, and then if that doesn't work, we're going to go off of whether, well, I mean, obviously there's other factors. If one team gets telegraphs and the other one doesn't at all, so it could get interesting. Let's hope it doesn't get too complicated. Like I said, we're starting out with Suez here, just waiting for the teams to load in. Never mind, we're already here. Dang, that was quick. Let's check it out. Okay, let me make sure that they are ready to go. Okay, looks like they're ready. Gonna kick this thing off in just a second. Let me do a quick server restart. Yeah, I think, what is LGD? Are both teams like 13-1, 14-1? Some they each only have one loss, right? And yesterday they were both undefeated.
That's correct. I think LGD's one loss came from a forfeit for a match that they couldn't make. So
oh, that sucks.
Technically, they haven't lost a match, but they had one less point. Yeah.
Got it. All right. I guess we got Progressive, Nukem, Darren, and Aquabars for the leaders for LGD out of Africa. Telfer, I think it's just Telfer here. It looks like in the chat, running the Dawn squad. So, who do you guys got your money on? Let's see, we got YouTube over here. That's usually the chat I watch most. So if you're talking on Facebook, sorry. Oh, I can see it now. For some reason, I think there's a lot left to be desired for the Facebook chat, because it's, even when you're on it, it's confusing.
Yeah.
We got, ooh.
But hello to everybody watching us on Facebook as well. See, I've got quite a few viewers.
Looks like the LGD supporters are on Facebook.
Yeah.
Our sound level's okay, everybody can hear just fine. X Pure, what's up, dude? Oh, that is smart. So who is this in the chat here? And to feel. He's gonna. So LGD has EU players, and they're gonna use them on the Europe server. Sure. That is genius. That's good.
It would be really great. It would be.
Good thinking. Fergie. Oh God, I haven't even heard from about. Are Black Eyed Peas still even a thing? It was like they did the Super Bowl.
I think Fergie went off on her own. Yeah.
Alright, and there's too many buttons on the stream deck. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I changed up how the audio works. Okay. We are about 40 seconds out. British Empire Team 1 is going to be Dawn, and Ottoman Empire, a red team, is going to be LGD. Round 1 on LGD's home server here. 30 seconds. That song ended at the perfect time. Couldn't have timed that better, and it was accidental.
Oh, 6 seconds.
Here we go. Yep, confirmed. 38. Here it goes. And we're off. Dawn coming on the left side. LGD right side, and here we go with our push up the hill. And let's see how they're going to occupy that bottom building area. Looks like LGD rolling a lot heavier towards that than Dawn. Oh man.
Yeah, they've definitely sent a lot more players into that area.
I'm surprised. Yeah, it looks like LGD is going to take that. They sent about, well, they sent about half their team, but now Dawn's squad is they're occupying the actual ridge. And here come the mortars.
Looks like LGD's tank is up. Sergeant Lead Feeder.
A lead feeder.
He is scary in that tank. He is super scary in that
Let's
tank.
see him do it. And
I see Daz for Dawn is also up in the heavy.
yeah, it looks like we got a heavy versus a shaman. LGD appears to be losing the gunfight here on Charlie flag. Well, they're hanging in there. They're getting revives off.
Looks like I was gonna say Dawn was getting possession of the flag, but it looks like that's just flipped around now.
Yeah, and LGD is sending a couple guys on a back flank here. Steeler Chris is looking for somebody. Methwish.
Lord Methwish.
Methwish, really? Dawn, that's not a good position in my opinion. They're Dawn stacked real heavy, and it's probably because they don't really have much of a choice. They're stacked right behind that wall on Charlie. LGD about 50% on the cap. And I think Dawn might pull this off. No, almost. I gotta untangle myself here. I got wires everywhere. I look like I'm on life support. And Dawn's starting to reverse the flag. It looks like lead feeder. Oh, did he just take out Dawn's tank? Yes, he did. Dawn's tank goes down.
He did.
So now he's, look at lead feeder. He's moving in. Now that they've got that Dawn tank cleared off the flag area.
It's such a great position for a tank to be in because you got a bit of a higher ground, but you can also just roll backwards and sort of hide. Yeah,
I would say LGD's got the advantage because they can, as long as they don't got guys firing from that bottom side building, that shaman can just duck over the hill. I mean, you could just really not even. Ooh, he's taking some major damage right now. Looks like he had a gun disable. And he goes down. Who was that? Looks like the Razor, I think, got the kill on LGD's heavy tank.
Mm-hmm. Nuke him.
I'm going to take a screenshot here real quick. I need to send this out to DICE. Just the whole inconsistency on the colors on the cap. I mean, I guess it doesn't really make sense if you train your brain to think about it, but initially when it changes, it's, you know, obviously it's blue for LGD, but it looks like Dawn pushing in with a squad here on Charlie. Gonna start reversing that cap again. We are about 4 minutes in and at basically a stalemate here, but it's definitely intense. There's a lot of killing going on. Looking good for...
I'm finding quite interesting is looking at the South Africans' ping is so high at the moment. Some of them.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually pretty close to Dawn's. Actually, I didn't think it'd be that.
Yeah.
What's Dawn at about?
But I mean,
yeah, I thought they were like more like
I've
200.
noticed that in the last couple days or so. Yeah, but I noticed that in the last couple days or so, even I've been having over 100 ping on this.
I don't know that, you know, I don't even know if that's actually your ping. I'm almost wondering because of other things too that, like even a West Coast server for me will show, you know, in the yellow or something like that, and the ping's clearly okay sometimes. I think that's just not reading right. So I don't know if that's a true accurate measurement, you know. LGD's second wave coming in here. We should be seeing Dawn's heavy tank coming back shortly, I would think. It looks like both teams are back and forth with this bottom side building. LGD now controlling it.
They did a great job of wiping the 1 or 2 Dawn guys off there.
Yep, and there's Dawn's tank right there. Is that Daz? And LGD's should be up here in about another minute, I would say. Yeah, Dawn's starting to make their push back in. LGD getting wiped off the immediate flag area, still occupying the bottom side building.
Oh, here comes LGD's tank.
It seems like one team will wipe the other one, and then they'll almost get the cap, and then the next wave comes in from the other team, wipes them, almost gets the cap, and then rinse and repeat. And Dawn's tank went to where? Did he get taken out?
I don't see it. I'm looking all over the map for him, but I don't see him anywhere.
I think I don't see any evidence that he did, but I think he might have. Let's go to the tabletop view. I do not see a tank on the map, so it looks like Dawn's tank has went down.
If LGD can keep Dawn...
yeah, see, now look, they're pushing this back line
not
right
getting
now.
past those buildings. Yeah.
So now look at, they've got Dawn right where they
there.
want them. Dawn, pretty much from this fence right here is a good dividing point. If they can keep Dawn back there, they've got this made. I think it's going to happen unless Dawn starts swinging wide. But they would have had already started that. I think it's going to go, well, here they go. They're making a push up the middle. Let's get some first person in. Any requests?
Dawn back?
Yeah, let's see if LGD can do it. No, no, Dawn's holding it. No, they got it though. There we go. Okay, push back, going to Bravo flag.
That was touch and go there for a second.
Yeah, actually I thought I was gonna reverse in it. Usually, like if it stops at like say that last 5%, it's gonna like whip real hard backwards and go down like 30-40%. So I'm surprised it actually went back up a little bit. All right, ooh, Aquavars, Aquafresh, Aqua River. What is it? Oh, about gets dynamited. Some sloppy shooting there by Aqua with that SMG.
Oh, that's gonna be immortalized. Sorry, dude.
It's okay, it's not as bad as Pete Dog in the Tank Grand Theft Battlefield.
Oh.
Looks like Weeback takes out, who's that, JPZ, who's Lead Feeder, Ben's on it. I want to go see their top guys, here we go. Or Benny's on it, there we go. Flag, I think is that about 50% to Dawn? I'm on the first person view, so I can't be sure. Aquavars POV. Hey, I called that one right. I'll go back to him though. I just picked a random one. He just happened to be in front of me actually.
and yes, and it is me streaming as well with Ender.
No, she's not streaming. He was asking a little bit ago if you're streaming on your channel. I think is what he's asking.
Oh. No, it's not on my
Lead
channel.
feeder.
I'm just broadcasting. I just speak.
Looks like LGD is
A little bit of a...
is obviously putting a lot of care into keeping that shaman going. This is a good place for it to work off of, though, because they can watch this right there. Yep, they can just sit there and shoot right in and just clear out a whole line, and you see it happening right now.
Yeah.
Here comes the horse, the tank's worst enemy, Snowman 86. Let's see if we can go to him and see if we can take down this tank. I doubt it. He's got at least 2 rep guys.
Oh.
Second horse coming in.
There's 2
But
horses.
they're at least, you know, even if you don't get it, you're keeping it busy. At least it's not shooting in.
Oh, 1 down. Yeah.
LGD's got a constant 2 support guys, and with the dynamics of Battlefield 1 and how it works, you know, it's not a bad idea. You're losing 2 guys, you know, 2 guns out there on the field, but you have a heavy tank. So the trade-off's pretty good even still. And a push back to Alpha, 27:30 left.
Alright, let's see how they take on this flag. So you've already got a couple... I was gonna say we've got Aquafast there on the flag already, but that didn't last very long. Madness took him out fairly quickly.
Let's see if that Shaman can keep working the side flanks like he was doing. Oh, that isn't looking too good. Nevid.
Oh.
Oh, and he gets... Who's that? Led's repair guy gets taken out. Who is this right here? Needs to revive him. Electro? I don't know. He's probably okay now, but... Okay, he's got his rep guy back up.
They just had basically an entire squad spawn on that tank at the moment, just trying, I think, to get that horse out.
See, that's perfect.
Oh, and he's down.
Did he go down? Oh, the horse did. Okay.
He did.
Here comes a Shaman
But that's...
from Don.
Yeah. I was going to say, that's opened up for Don's Shaman to come through into the flag area.
Those horses are annoying. Dawn, almost 50% on the cap. Looks like they're at a stalemate right now. I don't know from where. You know, that'd be a really nice... There's an idea. That's what I want to see in Battlefield 2018. For spectator, wouldn't it be really cool if you could have a layer that you could filter on and off with a cap radius? I thought so. Okay, John's...
It would look cool.
Well, it'd just be nice to know who's in that cap zone.
Yeah.
From a spectator standpoint. I do like, and I don't know, I'm going to go ahead and claim it was my suggestion, but from Battlefield 4, there was a, especially in dogfights, if you go back and watch some of ours, or Pearl Market from BF4, there is a, like the ceiling for the spectator was limited. So you would get like this, you're out of bounds as a spectator crap. That was super annoying. So it looks like, I think it's completely been removed. I don't know if it happens in any map anymore. And LGD.
No, I don't remember it happening.
No, I don't think so. Happened all the time in BF4. I'm like, oh yeah, it's this map. I can't go higher than 12 feet in the air. Otherwise, we're out of the map. I don't. Doesn't look like Don's probably going to get in here. LGD real heavy on Bravo, so we're just going to probably keep seeing him driving Don back over here until they get the telegraphs, which is to be expected. Though the ping difference is not that bad, so it will be interesting to see. I love these matches, these World Series matches. The teams are so evenly matched. I mean, all across the board, it's been a fight every time.
Yeah, it's my favorite part of any of the tournaments is right up to. I think this is the first time we've had different areas battle it out first, but it's usually those last few matches are just magical.
Axe in the chat. Yeah, I don't remember what other ones it was. Yeah, I know Pearl Market was a bad one. I mean, at a certain point, it was every map. Pearl Market, especially at the ceiling, because there's no, you know, aerial vehicles. And it's like a little town that the ceiling restriction was really low.
Remember how bad it used to be on Locker? You used to get stuck inside underneath in the second sort of section. It was terrible.
I don't recall. You know what else would be cool? Have you guys seen the spectator mode on Siege? I would like to see something like that. That'd be pretty cool too. A filter, or like you could turn on and off as you get close to a building. It would just kind of do a cut view, take off the wall, so you could see inside without going inside. That would be cool too. I don't think anybody cares about spectators as much as I do. I care. I like spectators.
Well, they wouldn't get all their cool screenshots.
Oh yeah, I love the
cinematics if they didn't have great spectator.
I love the cinematics.
Look at this. Got LGD all over this flag at the moment, and Don really struggling to get into the cap radius. Two tanks look like they're battling it out, and the dunes at the bottom. It's quite interesting. I think this is probably the first time I've seen one of the tanks using that spotlight.
I've seen it a couple times. I personally haven't really used it much. Oh man, LGD almost had the alpha cap and Dawn. Look at him rolling in heavy, completely, or nearly completely wiping LGD off that flag.
Oh. Great use of the tank there. You see again what you were speaking about earlier. They distracted Leadfeeder with the horse and a couple of his guys, and just ran straight through into that flag area.
Yeah.
Ooh, tank on tank.
I feel like that Shaman doesn't do as much damage as it should. Maybe I don't use it right. I don't know.
Oh, and Daz is down.
Let's see, sealed feeder. Sealed. All right, just a second here. Let's move over to him. Let's watch him do some work here. Somebody goes flying across his window. I don't know who that was. Did you hear some guy scream it and go flying through the little window slat? Flying past it, I should say. Looks like lead. LGD is playing real smart. Looks like they're going to get the alpha cap now, and we're back to telegraphs. 20 minutes, 30 seconds. Yeah, you haven't missed much at all, Allison. I mean, obviously, you're just getting to the interesting part here. We're now to the telegraphs first pushback. LGD. I don't, other than, I guess they've gotten pushed back off the flag.
Yeah,
the previous objective, like once or twice. The Charlie flag, the center map, was real even at first, back and forth for several minutes. But now we're back to telegraphs. Looks like Methwish almost gets the arm, gets taken out. I did not see who that was there on the kill feed. Who's that? Blood? He's gonna arm it right on the other side of Daz. Or no, he's not. Nope. He stopped. Okay, he went and canceled that.
Yeah, he did, because I'm sure he heard Daz coming.
Yep. Looks like Bloodhound's going for it.
Almost there.
And LGD with the alpha arm. And they're real heavy in there, so I don't know that Don's gonna be able to get this back unless they got a tank coming in, or they...
Oh, I hear the tank coming. There's Daz in the tank. Heavy rolling into alpha.
Better get up on it. He's gonna start plugging rounds here in a second. Or just scorching people.
Oh, with the flame troop.
Looks like Pat
I should say.
going for the disarm.
That's fantastic.
Bloodhound's gonna save it. I think Bloodhound just saved the day. And here goes the telegraph. Oh, Telfer trying to get in there, but he's not going for the disarm.
Nice.
One telegraph, LGD.
Nevin is back on his horse on the way to distract Lead Feeder as well. I'm guessing that's his job on the entire match.
Snowman. Oh, he's calling. Oh, you know, I always forget that those things have the artillery strikes. I always wonder, like, what are they doing to their own telegraph? I forget that you can call them those strikes. I know that we have done it. I personally never do. It can't do. It's too hard. Daz, he's not in a very good position with all those LGD guys. Looks like a couple AT, and Daz goes down. And okay, looks like LGD's Shaman there in the back. I'm not sure what he's doing way back there. Oh, he's keeping an eye on Don's cavalry. And it looks like, okay, I was about to call the ticket count, but it looks like we're going back to Alpha.
It was a great defense there from Don.
Yeah. Luckily they didn't have too many guys over trying to disarm the one telegraph, and then they get the other one armed as well. Triple overtime and Don's for the win. That is what X-Pure is predicting. LGD flag's about to go live. Looks like they got a pretty good defensive line set up. They're going to keep Dawn pretty much at outside of reach, back there on the dunes. And if I sound like I'm struggling with life today, it's because I am. I woke up way later than I ever do. And I was like, oh no. I didn't realize it was so late, and I looked at the clock and it's like 10:30, and I was like, what time was that match? I was like, I'm kind of scared. I hope I didn't miss some. I don't think I've ever missed one yet. Out of like 200.
No, I think I would have been panicking about like an hour before the match, like, oh damn.
I think I woke up like an hour and a half before. And I started getting ready about an hour before. Dawn actually has made it up to the Alpha objective. How long they're going to stay, I don't know. Telfer, he's about to get back flanked. Nope. It's like Humornator. Took him out. Pat and Humor going at it. Pat winning that gunfight.
Oh.
And back to the telegraphs once again. Sinai Desert. Oh no. Yeah, I think I was photoshopping or doing something in the background when Catalyst and Minnie were doing that like 3 hours stream. Oh yeah, the horse. I think they're terrible for tanks. You can't ever turn quick enough. Let's check the scoreboard here. Lead 52-3. Wow.
Oh yeah, I actually remember that day. I was like panicking like you won't believe. I was like, I haven't heard from Axe. What do I do? What do I do?
We need to have like a secondary contact person that lives in the area so they can go over and kick their door in and punch them in the head and wake them up.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah. Ice water or something. Looks like Don is just locking down this flag at the moment. LGD doing a bit of a back flank. I don't know if they're going to try and get to that tank. take him out.
I think that what LGD needs to do is, you know, Led obviously knows what he's doing, 52 and 3 or whatever he is now, 55 and 3. He's effective, but you know, to get that last telegraph, I feel like they need to get everybody rounded up when he knows that LGD is heavy. It looks like Methwish, he might. Looks like he okay. Don or LGD cleaned up Don here, going for the armed Bloodhound. Going for the Bravo telegraph, and he doesn't get it taken out. But this is gonna hopefully help LGD get in. They're pretty close to that flag. They don't see the JZ. Okay, he's laying down right there, prone. Look at the discipline. Okay, now he's starting to shoot. I was gonna say like he didn't shoot at those guys at all. They don't even know he's there. He's gonna come around the. Oh no, he gets taken out by Pat. I thought he was gonna come around and get taken out by Razor.
Nope, and we're moving back to Alpha again.
Look at Alpha. Look at the line
Alpha.
Dawn has right there over their telegraph. It's a great position.
That's very nice. Very good work there.
LGD having a hard time getting that last telegraph. You think after this long, this many matches, I remember to call them. Everybody else calls them MCOMs too, I know. So, okay, look, Dawn's tank Daz. He's pushing. Do we still have Lead? Did he go down? Okay, he did. He's gone down twice. So he must have went infantry.
Yeah, I haven't seen him.
Dawn pushing that. Look at the front line. They're pushing in there pretty hard right now. Yeah, they've had a pretty hard fight, but yeah, you're right. The ping difference isn't that much.
Yeah, it's kind of worrying. I wonder what it's going to be like on the EU server.
Dawn might. Well, here comes second wave of LGD, but I think Dawn might actually get this back. Time. I can't stress the importance. Well, they've got their tank back there, so that's going to help them for respawns, but I can't stress the importance of, you see a lot of people dancing, like if people just, you know, I know it sounds terrible, but camp corners and stuff and wait for them to come to them, like you could be highly effective that way. I feel like a lot of people die in this game from taking, I guess, unnecessarily exposing themselves in gunfights. Like you don't need to peek windows, you know, like Siege basically. I mean, there's a lot of you peek, but very limited. I lied. I don't know anything about Siege, but it sounded like it would work. No, but really, I mean, if you take as much caution, you know, because Siege, obviously, you got one life, but if you play it that way and play carefully, I think it would be highly effective. Especially if you don't have the advantage in gunfights. And you say, holy, Lead Feeder getting a multi-kill over there. He just took out like a whole squad of Dawn. His round hit that interior wall of the building and just sent people flying.
That's what I miss about tanks now. There's not so much of that splash damage that you used to have. I mean, you could basically kill everyone within like a huge radius of one wall.
Lead Feeder taking some heavy damage. He now has, oh, I thought he had 3 guys repping him. He still has 2 rep guys. Dawn just looks like they're probably just outside of the Alpha gap zone. If this squad pushes up, they'll stop and maybe even reverse Alpha, but I don't know. Looks like they're going to get cut down. And back to MCOMs for a 3rd time. Telegraphs for a 3rd time. Whatever.
3rd time lucky?
SRDS represent.
Hello, Kevin.
Good old Kevin. I think he's probably the most positive person ever on our Facebook. Like I always see, you know, you get notified comments and then like, is it a troll comment? And oh no, it's Kevin. Okay.
It's just Kevin. Good old Kevin.
We back Snowman getting that ridge line. It's a great position. There are 2 LMGs bearing down.
Yeah.
Dawn doing a very good job. Again, the ping difference, as someone said, isn't that big, but I mean they're holding their own here on the enemy team server.
And that is actually a really great position for Weebacks and Madness to be in with the LMGs. I mean, they've got unlimited grenades, basically. I mean, they've got their own ammo there, so they can just keep throwing in smoke and gas or incendiary, whatever they're using.
I think Dawn, okay, they're moving back now. I was going to say, I think they're overextending themselves. They're down in those trenches way down towards the tracks, and not a whole lot of coverage on Bravo. So if that could have went poorly and backfired on them if LGD would have made a heavy push in on the top side. But you see Dawn's positioning, they're kind of all shifted to the left side of the telegraph right now.
Yeah. But I think it's incredibly difficult for LG to get anywhere near the top side of that objective just because of those 2 LMGs at the top.
Yeah, this is on, right now, we're currently on the South African server with LGD's map pick. LGD down to 8 tickets left and 7:15 on the clock. Don't know if they're going to get both of these telegraphs. There's still time. They'll probably get at least probably 1 more, maybe 2 more pushbacks. But I don't know. This is pretty close. It's a lot closer than yesterday. I don't even know if they're going to get a clean sweep. I don't know. Here we go. LGD moving in. 1 ticket. They better get on it.
Ooh, ooh.
Meth Wish. Oh, he gets taken out. Oh. And we're back to Alpha.
That was so close. Guys must be there like, why?
Much like we saw with TSL yesterday, Dawn, I know it's probably too close of a fight to really be able to do this, at least with... Oh, never mind, they already got someone there. Pat. Here we go. Now we're getting a squad spawn. I was going to say Dawn needs to pre-plant, you know, a guy or 2
have a look
in the back.
Oh, shoot. They had Clown lying behind a bunch of sandbags just by that objective. If he just didn't shoot at anybody and he just lay there and waited, I think he could have just at least been at that objective should they get Alpha again. He could have already been a Bravo.
What is Alpha?
Capture objective
Alpha. Didn't you know Alpha? It's right there. The big A.
I didn't know there's an ER on the end. Alpha.
I don't know. I got my own way of speaking.
Alpha. Reminds me of I watched a DayZ video way back in the day. It was like when DayZ was like first a thing. He was saying something about, he was saying it was a, I think it was a British guy, about tuna. And he was saying tuner. Dawn pretty heavy up on the flag, but now we got Mr. Leadfeeder, Mr. 69 and 8 right now moving in. Let's go ahead and go to him. This might be okay, or we won't. There we go.
Oh.
5 minutes left. Leadfeeder looking around.
Hello, Soapy.
Poppy, what's up? LGD. Now they were looking pretty heavy on the flag. They got the advantage here, though. Looks like Dawn's Shaman going down. Leadfeeder about 75%. So he's okay for now. Dawn trying to take that. It's like the top side, we'll call it, of Alpha, but they're getting thinned out pretty well, it seems. Not a good place for Dawn, just because, I mean, they're at a pretty severe disadvantage with the way spawning works. They've got to clear that entire field, whereas LGD doesn't have to. Alpha.
Yes, Fergan.
Alpha.
Ender likes to make fun of the way I speak.
Oh, and you don't? I'm oppressed by you all the time.
Oh, please. It's a thing now, okay? It's now alpha, and now it's a thing, and it's an end seeker thing, okay? So it's just me.
You should suggest send them a tweet or something. They should change the spelling. You spelled
Yeah.
alpha wrong. Humanator, Dawn looking pretty good on the flag right now. Coming up to 75%. Real heavy on the objective area, but LGD could turn this around. Looks like still moving slowly in Dawn's favor. 3 minutes left. Is Dawn going to get a push back to Bravo? Yep. Alright, and Dawn recovering here in the last 3 minutes. Moving back to Bravo flag. Telfer already moving up. Let's go over to him. And he drops. Who's that? Bloodhound.
About just under 3 minutes left, right? I think that even if oof.
Yeah, and I can't really honestly. I don't
That's
recall
okay.
the last time that I've seen it. But if they push back to center flag, which I don't think is going to happen. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen in 2 minutes 30 seconds. Would
No.
the game call it as a tie, or would they give? I don't think it factors in the telegraphs, does it? Like, even though
I
the
don't know,
LGD
because
took
remember
one.
they've just changed it.
Yeah,
Have
if it was
they?
me and it ended at Charlie
it's-
flag,
it-
I would
it-
call it a win for LGD.
Yeah.
But I don't know that the game would actually call it that way.
We're gonna have to see.
I don't think we'll get there.
Ah, you see, Ender, they love the way I speak. Thank you, Rob.
I like to say things like a redneck, though. Like, there's a sniper in the window.
Well, that just comes out sometimes.
I don't really talk that way. I'm not really that. I don't know if you call it uneducated, but I'm not really that redneck, I guess. I'm not that southern. I don't know what you want to call it. I'm not even from the south. I just find things funny. Okay, so now we got to push back.
No, you're from Seattle, right?
Yes. Kind of like you're from the Congo.
Kind of, yeah.
1 minute 9 seconds. Dawn's holding that line, keeping LGD away from the alpha flag, and I think we're gonna end it here under a minute.
Ooh.
America. You guys would all be happy to know I actually put it away this morning, but I had my AR, my Colt M4, sitting behind me by my desk for a while. I didn't disappoint everybody else that would expect nothing less from an American. I was just missing the cheeseburgers and the motorized cart. LGD coming up 50%, and I don't. I mean, if they keep it steady, they. No,
And the Mountain Dew. You almost forgot the Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew. Sometimes I'll drink Mountain Dew, but not hardly ever. 7 seconds left, and it's going to end there. Going to be a 1 for LGD.
It's a really great fight from Don on the African server.
Yeah,
I must
that
say.
was Dawn held their own for sure.
Does it actually say anything on your screen? Because mine doesn't say that anyone won.
No, hey, even better. We get to write it how we want. No, obvious.
I think we can call that a win though for
I don't know how you would
LGD.
argue it otherwise. Okay, and guys, we're going to go ahead and see final scores here in just a minute. And then we're going to move over to our next server. Where's Leadfeeder? Why is he not? 75 and 11, man. And we got a Krypton over on Dawn 82 and 36. Somebody's putting down some big numbers.
Jeez.
Okay, guys, standby one. We'll go ahead and run some little ads here, and move to the next server.
Before we go, what is the next map?
It is going to be I just said it a minute ago. What was it? I'm drawing a blank. Fort de Vaux.
Yes. Fort de Vaux.
Mm-hmm. Be back, guys.
It's super exciting that Battlefield is finally getting a competitive mode. It's been asked for a really long time. Something DICE has been working on with the community's feedback. Nobody's heard about it until now.
It starts with creating a game that the community loves.
It's super early in production, but we want to get out there to the players and bring them in as part of the development.
EA is listening closely to players in the creation of the game.
And watching through their eyes and seeing the way that they play the game, it's a really amazing experience. The team play that Battlefield 1 Incursions has generated has been nothing short of amazing.
It takes the teamwork of Battlefield and takes it to a whole new level.
5 people on one side, 5 on the other. Fast, strategic gameplay.
It's extremely important for the game to be just as much fun to watch as is to play.
And that starts with the changes that we've made to the scoring system.
What we get is a much more intense experience where every point matters.
But that's the point of the game, is to win. I can get a little competitive sometimes.
One of the unique aspects of Battlefield 1 Incursions is that we're allowing players to choose their kits before they actually get into gameplay.
So teamwork is really important here, and kit play is going to be one of the most important factors in this, which brings in something that we haven't seen in any other competitive game.
There's a lot of strategy with teammates, with more decision-making.
The intensity of the games. You don't know what's gonna happen next. That's why I love Battlefield.
We can't have a Battlefield 1 competitive experience and not have vehicles.
I can tell you what, when they roll around the corner, it is scary.
That tank is not easy to take out. Vehicle play can change the outcome of a game.
There is no game that has that balance of infantry and vehicle play like Battlefield does.
The adrenaline rush, the feeling, it's an immersive environment that you just can't get enough of.
It's a lot of fun to play, and you get those Battlefield moments that are just breathtaking.
Anyone could have that heroic moment. Anyone could pull off a massive play to turn the game around. And that adrenaline feeling that you get is incredible.
I'm really looking forward to seeing this out in the wild.
Oh, and we're back, loading in here. Forgot I was muted for a second. Loading into Fort de Vaux on Europe server. Now we're going to Dawn's home turf. Alright. What do you think is going to happen here? This is an interesting one. I think we've seen this map. I don't know if I've actually personally broadcasted any in this event. I think you and Axe might have on Fort de Vaux.
Yes, we have. Great map to broadcast off of.
Yeah, this first hill is going to be... Our first outside hills, I guess, are going to be interesting. Doesn't it starts on the outside, right?
Yeah,
I don't even remember.
I think C flag is sort of towards the bottom of the map.
Gosh, yeah, I don't know if I've ever actually broadcasted a match on this one.
We played a match on this one. I remember that.
Well, I don't remember what I had for breakfast.
Well, you woke up at like almost lunchtime, so.
I know. Oops.
All right. Do you want to take that one about the tiebreaker?
Yeah, we actually had a very lengthy discussion. I kind of told everybody we're like the pioneers of this, so we're really up for any ideas. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna play, as I explained earlier, we're gonna play the tiebreaker map, both servers. If you look, server info, you can see Omion's tiebreaker. It's loaded on the server. It's also loaded on the African one. So we're going to essentially play it at 20-minute timer, halftime. I think we're doing that one halftime. And then we're going to go on the other server. And if each team both beats the other team on their home servers, we're going to look at who beat what team faster, if that makes sense. If that doesn't work, we're going to look at factor in flag positions. I don't know, it gets complicated. Rob, just a minute. I should probably put that on a command. Why haven't I done that? I should do that. Okay.
You have enough buttons there, so you can,
some people have like 2 stream decks, and I'm like, why? And then now I'm like, okay, yeah, I can see about like 6 of them. It's gonna look like a piano.
And thank you to Fox over there as well for giving a shout out to Tier 1.
Thanks, Fox. What do you do?
And if you scroll up a little bit, he just said, we've done a great job at the tournament, and you and your team have done a great job.
Thank you. I'm going to check this link, and then I should have a... You can check it on the website, but I'll give you the battle file. The website only does single elim, something we're working on, so you can't really get a good idea. I don't know why it's not showing. There should be a link. I don't know. It's hard to remember how every website does everything. So, Rob, that should work. And then just click on what brackets. All right. Africa claims to be very, very well versed in playing with that high ping. So, which I can't really argue with that because knowing the situation. But let's see if they can play well enough. How did you frame that picture? I just saw on Twitter. With the white frame around it.
Magic.
Is it like a Twitter thing?
No. I used magic.
No, but really.
No, I'm from Africa, so we use magic.
Oh, okay. In America, we call that putting a border on it.
No, I clipped it. I didn't actually save the picture, so it would be smaller, so it wouldn't be too big for Twitter.
Looks pretty good with the white border. I don't know. I know I didn't put it on there, so I was curious. Okay, it's like we were 16 and 15. LGD waiting on one, probably restarting their app.
Yeah, because we know all about that.
Oh, Kevin, don't be neutral. You know you want the European home team to win. Let's not pretend. I always want the American teams to win.
No. I'll just be here, but like, Africa, yay! Three TVs, iPads, and a nuke button? What does the nuke button do?
DDoS.
You're too
I want to see his command center. Might get some ideas. I need to replace this TV and add another monitor in. And basically replace the TV with a monitor. Alright, go ahead and restart this thing here and secure your in, right?
I'm in.
Just making sure. Restart. Yes, and here we go.
Oh.
Confirming a 38.
Welcome, Messi.
Messi, the legend of Twitter.
This is so exciting. I love this map. I think it's going to be a great match. It's going to be awesome.
How many Africans do we have watching? And how many Europeans?
If you're an African, raise your hand.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Mixer. I've never used Mixer. It seems like it's becoming more popular, but I need to have like a good reason. It has to be quite a bit different for me to... I don't know, I mean, really, like, the way you have it set up, you just add someone else's stream along. It doesn't add more work, but I don't know.
And Ewan, no, I don't believe that Stickies is playing tonight. He is on the chat though.
Okay, 1 minute 30 seconds to go time. And red team is going to be French Republic, Dawn, and then LG blue team, German Empire, LGD. I think I said LGD twice, but you get the point. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wayna. Ooh, spawned in. It's a dirty cheater.
Divana. Tut tut.
And Aquavar, what are you doing with your life? About 40 seconds to go. $30 seconds. So this will be interesting. Let's go down to the... no, we don't want to go there. Let's go to the outside view. Okay, they're actually starting... Okay, yeah, this is the 3 objective maps. 10 seconds to go. And we're about to start it off here on Dawn's home turf. 5 seconds. Going to the tabletop. And here we go. Aquavars spawning at the correct time. I just want to put that out there.
Yay! Well done. Well done, Aqua.
It looks like...
we have to give him a special mention for that.
Dawn sending Kirky way on the outside. Looks like, and Hughes. Looks like Kirky gets taken out. Hughes, I wonder if they're just watching their back flank. I don't know that you can get in there from there. I think it's one of those things, if you go quick enough, you could. That needs to be fixed, too, on Spectator. See, these guys are under fire here, and I cannot switch to them. I don't remember who noticed that. I think it was Axe, actually. Axe, was it you? Dawn. Looks like they're Dawn dominating the Bravo flag. Dominating. Huh? There you go.
Dominating. Oh, that's... you coined a phrase, right?
Tagline. If you guys have a solid business setup and make lots of money, you gotta pay out some of it to me for that one. And Bravo goes very quickly over to Dawn. A lot quicker than we saw on Suez. And back over to the Alpha flag. Now again, this one's only got basically 1 pushback point. So what do they normally have? Is it 7? 7 flags, and there's only 3 in here. Or is it 5?
It's normally 5. Yeah.
Isn't there some that have... maybe there's not. Maybe 5 is the most.
It
seemed like they got away from that, but didn't want to redo them, because I don't know if there's any of them. You know, they started doing every map. Whatever happened, I put this on Twitter the other day. Whatever happened to Giant Shadow on Frontlines? Remember they were working on that?
Oh, yeah.
I think...
there must be some sort of issue there.
Here's a question. Here's a question that I want answered. Would you guys want to see Frontlines back in Battlefield 2018 as a primary game mode? Would you rather go back? Okay, would you rather be like Conquest Small, like we used to have in BF4, or would you rather be Frontlines? My personal vote is, you know, in hindsight, I was like, oh my god, we don't have Conquest Small, we're screwed. Then we come up with the modified 20v20 on the, you know, they don't have Conquest large or small maps anymore, it's just Conquest. You know, looking back at it, I think Frontlines is a much better mode than Conquest Small ever was. And it looks like LGD is going to keep that.
I enjoy Frontlines a lot.
Yeah, it's just the way it's built is much better.
It's a lot more fun when it gets to that last section.
Ooh, Crambit's in the chat.
And it's moving up and down the map.
Good game yesterday.
Oh,
that was a really good game. I'd like to have both. Yeah,
yeah, both would be great.
You kind of, I mean, the way I see it is you kind of have like you have your, you know, 12v12 War Pigeons, Domination, I think TDM's 12, I don't know, Rush, but then, actually Rush might be bigger, but then you have your large, you have a 32 on 32 created maps and stuff like that, but you don't really have anything in the middle of the road. It's either like, you know, on a smaller scale or on the large, but nothing medium, which is where Conquest Small and Frontlines are falling. So, I think if we had to pick one or the other, I would pick Frontlines for the next Battlefield. Or you know what else would be a better option, possibly? We'll keep Frontlines, but what I'd like to see on Conquest is have the option as a server admin. You can set your maps, you can set your ticket count. What if they had a toggle on and off for like objectives? Like you have, say, your 5 objectives or whatever on a map, and you could turn off Alpha and Delta, or Charlie and Bravo, something like that. And then now you've just created like the same map with a simple on-off feature for the admins. You can now create entirely different maps, essentially, or strategies, you know? Change it up. Dawn, looks like LGD, while we were rambling, kept Alpha, but then Dawn pushing back once again to Bravo. And Dawn had somebody already pre-planted, but they just got taken out by LGD's back push. You like the 20 Conquest? I do, and it's, I think from a player's perspective, it is good. Who'd you want to see? Oh, I thought you were asking me to show somebody. Awesome. But from a spectator standpoint, I think that the Frontlines is better, just because all the action's focused in one spot. You're not going to bounce around as much. Which, I mean, if you do it enough, you know where there's about to be some action. But I don't know. I think from a spectator standpoint, Frontlines is much better.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say earlier, that I think we're more partial towards Frontlines because it's just a better spectator mode. Like, it's just a lot more fun to watch.
Everything's not spread out.
And then, yeah, and it's all happening in one spot, and, you know, all the action is in one area. There's so much smoke on this map.
And Dawn getting the upper hand on Alpha suddenly. Looks like they cleared out one half of it, now they're pushing right on the immediate flag area. They are cleaning up LGD.
Once again, thank you to those that are watching on Facebook. If you guys want to get involved in the chats on the YouTube side, we are T1 Gaming Live on YouTube, T1 Gaming Live. Like and subscribe to us there as well.
Yeah, that's pretty much our primary
channel. You get
channel.
Notifications.
We stream both, but I mean, obviously we're not saving video on Twitch and stuff. It's all getting saved on YouTube and all that. Yeah, I don't know about Rush. I haven't gotten a lot of good feedback. Like, we've actually done some Rush back in BF4, never on BF1, but I think it tends to be more frustrating because, like, I mean, for example, you get it here too with like Dynamite, but it's real easy to Dawn Going for the, are they going for Alpha? Or Bravo? Looks like they're going to shoot for the Alpha MCOM. You can C4 trap flags. I remember that in BF3 on Domination. Oh my god. If you ever needed to do like assignments with C4 kills, you just go into Domination and start trapping the flags. That was the dirtiest thing. Like everybody would curse you. I thought Hughes was going in for that arm. Gets taken down. How's Bravo look? Both flags pretty well defended right now by LGD. They pushed Dawn back. I'm going to go to a real wide view here, guys.
Alright, we got someone asking here for
Rob, thank you.
Aquafars, please.
Okay. Thank you a ton there, Rob, for the sponsor. We don't get those very often. Shout out to you. I hope it's showing it. Is it showing it up top? I need to do something better for that. But now he's going to have a cool button.
It's
or badge.
on the chest.
Nice. Much appreciated.
Yeah, it's showing it on the chat. Looks great.
It'll be put to good use, like buying me shoes. Wait, what?
Huh?
Just kidding. LGD holding Alpha. What is? We got, oh, we got a Bravo arm over here. Looks like Nevid going. Oh no, I thought he was going for the disarm. LGD's got this one covered. I didn't even see or hear the arm. Did you?
No. Nope.
Oh, LGD's got the defuse. Yeah, I'm getting all turned around here.
You got so excited with the new sponsor?
Yeah, I don't get them very often at all. Use it for beer. I don't think you want that. I think the quality of everything will go down if I just show up just hammered.
Would be funny though.
No, because I went out to a microbrewery when I was at a class one time and brought my PlayStation to the hotel room. This is back in BF4. Looks like we're gonna get pushed back to the Alpha. And I drank a bunch of beer there. And then I decided it was a good idea to go to, on the way back to my room, to a gas station, grab another 6-pack of microbrew, and then turn on my PlayStation, get on BF4. I think I went 4 and 22 or something like that. I remember playing with the clan, and I had to have them stay close so I could follow them, because I was losing track of where they even were. Yeah, it was bad. So, no. Beer and Battlefield do not mix for me. There was way too much technical stuff. The streams and stuff I did, that would never, ever work. Looks like a Dawn squad pushing. Looks like they're getting wiped up. Aquavars, let's go to him. Good time to watch him. Oh, he gets bayonet charged. Sorry, I didn't mean to switch to you. Get you killed.
But now it's, you know, it's on film. It's immortalized forever. Sorry.
Bushmills? Oh, that's pretty cool. SMG.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm not really a fan of the SMG. I know a lot of people love it now. Personally, since the latest patch, I think that you know, by far the Fedorov has become the best gun, and the kind of the rebalance. Yeah, LGD not doing bad at all. Still have both telegraphs, 26 minutes, 15 seconds. Look at LGD's entirely, it looks like Dawn's ready for him though. They've split about 50-50, and they're going to do a heavy-handed back flank here on the Bravo objective.
Thank you as well to T9 for the compliment and great stream. Thank you, thank you.
T9, is this like Tech 9?
That's, I think it is
From
Tech 9. I think it's
down
the,
under?
The Oceania.
Nice. Yeah. I think we're gonna see them here. I need to talk to Crimson again. I know he sent some messages, but I want to see Oceania back in the international 32 matches.
Oh, Don taking that objective again. Move back to Alpha.
Yeah, it didn't look like LGD's. I don't know. Don caught onto it pretty quick. It looked like, because I seen that, you know, half their team shift to the backside there. But I think LGD, they've got the right idea. There's this Pat and Razor moving in to be met by a couple LGD, but they clean them up.
Ooh.
Razor and Pat, they got 5 guys. Okay, they got some backup now.
Capture objective apples.
You know, if they would have, I think they're trying to, I don't know what they're trying to do. Oh, they're just trying to, okay. They're trying to establish control of the hill, but now they've got LGD rolling behind them, so that's going to be tough.
Oh. Looks like they lost control of that hill, unfortunately.
Yeah, it was that back flank and spawn there by LGD. Cut him down. LGD wiping Dawn off the flag completely. And it goes quiet.
Dead quiet.
Yeah, there's like that lull, and then there's another wave that comes in and then just breaks loose again.
Thought maybe my game was about to crash because it just went dead silent. Don moving in fairly quickly from the so the Bravo side.
That's one thing you start keying in on, you know, as a player. You're like, okay, it's really quiet. There's nothing going on. Start checking back flanks.
Yeah.
And
they're planning something.
They almost had that cap, and Dawn moving back in on it. Dawn, it looks like they came about 180-degree arc around that flag, so they, oh no, LGD is coming in from their spawn. LGD's gonna mop up, I think Dawn, nope, not quite. Telfer, Eric, holding down. Electrogenes with a back flank, takes out, I think that was Telfer, and LGD clears them. Nice play there by Electro.
LGD really, I know this is a strong section for them. They, even when they get wiped off, they come in there very quickly.
Yeah, you can definitely see both teams kind of dancing with each other as one shifts their attacks. Now Dawn, you can see them, they're now attacking from LGD's spawn side in that bunker. I think they're going to get cleared. And I think this is going to be a cap for LGD here in a second.
And back to Bravo.
Back to Bravo.
Are we going to see any work happening on the other side of the map in this one?
Oh, let's go to the tabletop and see.
Ooh.
Okay, LGD, I think they're
Thank you for the sub.
I think, oh, LGD is trying to get around behind them. They got, what, 2-on-1 here for LGD and Dawn.
Oh, it's silent again.
Yeah, let's go to the table. Oh.
Except for the random rockets coming in from absolutely nowhere.
Capture objective butter.
LGD really needs to do some work, you know, to get in there and actually start capping that flag. So They're doing really well on the outside, but on the inside, they're just not getting there at all.
Bloodhound needs to just sit and wait for a squad spawn. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh. LGD losing their back flank. Looks like Nukem Darren trying to get in there. Surprisingly, well, what's that flag really doing? Okay, it's going to Dawn. I was going to say it's actually blue, but then I realized, yeah, things screwed up. LGD, couple guys left. Seconds away from getting ended, I think, here. Yep.
Nasty.
Yeah, they're trying to hold that wall. This is extremely difficult. And we got to push back. Going back to Alpha once again. Obviously, LGD on the defense, but they're... Can't quite get Bravo, but it seems like they're consistently holding Alpha. And keep pushing that back.
Yeah, look. Unless they do something drastic and change up their gameplay inside that bunker, or yeah,
it's one of those
inside
ones
the
I think they
actual
need to
fort
pre-plan
itself.
people as much as they can.
Yeah.
The other thing too, I mean, if they really did it, timed it right, and it, you know, there's so many variables, but put one guy at each squad in the back. As soon as, I mean, you could like just take that thing by force. As soon as the flag caps in your favor, 4 guys, you know, give or take, depending on the other squad setup, back behind Bravo. Everybody redeploy. Everybody, as soon as that cap goes off, and then bomb on your squad guy. You would have your entire team back in Bravo, and that would be devastating. I bet you.
Yeah, it takes extreme, you know,
discipline.
Discipline, though, to get everybody to do that. Trust us, we know.
Yeah, I know. I was playing Far Cry the other day, and it's like, oh, you got to herd these cows into, you know, these gates and these fences. I'm like, oh, it's like running a clan then.
Yeah, pretty much. Except that it's like cats.
Yeah.
Try to get cats to do what you want.
Well, if you've seen how I did it
Well,
actually
it
in the
does-
game, you would agree that it was accurate. I don't think I herded them quite right. You're not supposed to use flamethrowers, apparently. And back to Bravo.
Yeah, this kind of camping on the outside and shooting in is not gonna do it, unfortunately.
They've got the smoke down. See, the thing is, LGD doesn't have a lot of playroom. Here's Nukem Darren. Gets taken out. I guess you want to get on... It's real hard. They need to get on the interior of, like, this machine room, but really the only cover they've got is that back wall, and it's real easy to get killed.
Capture objective butter.
Die Antwoord from LGD.
Oh, LGD actually getting a bit of a cap here.
Okay, so they've...
Could this be the turning point?
Yeah, see, now they're... Okay, I don't know. They're real heavy. They've got to keep Dawn past, basically, down that hall and to the left, and then straight down the hall in the background. They've got to keep them back past that point. Real hard to see what's going on.
Right, we have Aiden on the Facebook chat asking for you to spectate in first person.
In general?
In general, yeah.
Anybody specific, or just...
No, it was a general comment.
That gets people killed, and you can see it right here. That's...
Yeah, it does.
See? I just switched 3 people, all 3 of them dead.
Oh. LGD heavy on the sort of outside section over here of a flag. Unfortunately, Dynamite sorted that out very
that's
quickly.
highly effective.
I'm going around in free cam here, and I hear the grenade coming, so I automatically back up, like as if I was playing. Like, oh my gosh, there's a grenade! I need to get out of the way.
We have taken objective butter.
Flag neck, okay.
Back to Alpha.
And once again, LGD is trying. It's hard.
15 minutes and 18 seconds left of this.
Yeah, we got quite a bit of time, but so far LGD defending better than Dawn, I'd say. Be real interesting to see what happens if we end at Charlie.
Yeah.
Spectate Darren, are we right? Okay, just like it. This Darren? Nukem Darren?
I think that is the only Darren here. Probably not the only guy named Darren, but the only gamer tag. Okay, I think that LGD is almost sort of changing up a little bit here. Bloodhound and Lungneck sticking around the Bravo section. It looks like they're going to run in there as soon as they can cap.
Yeah, Dawn knows. Dawn's playing it smart. They know that they're there.
Yeah, Dawn knows though. Yeah. Daz still inside there.
Now they got several guys in there. Oh, bad grenade.
Yeah. Well, the flag has gone. Yeah, the flag has gone in LGD's favor, so we're back into the fort.
Dawn's playing really smart there. You see that they, even when they're pushing that alpha flag, they've got guys at the choke points on Bravo, just either as a spawn or also as defending. And that might be what a lot of the problem is for LGD getting through. Aquavars from LGD, where is he?
Or something. Wait, so we're gonna be prepared now for an epic death, a bayonet charge, or something.
Here's Aquavars. Walk of Shame, all the way back at spawn. Oh, he's only a 3-man. Oh, no.
That was funny when you said that the first time the other night.
Looks like LGD's. Oh, yeah, yesterday. LGD. Looks like they're kind of squad hopping around.
You've got to get in there though. We've got Spaghetti Joe from Don standing outside on the other side, just making sure they don't get some clever ideas and try and flank that way.
We are being pushed back.
And about 12 minutes left.
And
push back again. LGD, they're kind of, you know, struggling a little bit, but I mean, considering they got pushed back once to telegraphs, and ever since then they're holding them at alpha. So they're playing a good defense here for sure. Yeah, cram it, and they've tried, as you've seen, they've been trying the back flank. So the LGDs, I think they're exhausting all their different tactics as far as getting behind. It's just not working. That objective's just not good, and I don't know if Dawn knew that. They probably did, I would imagine, when they picked their map, knowing that putting LGD on this side and being on a away server is going to be basically a double disadvantage for LGD, but And I don't know if coming back from Charlie to Bravo, the opposite direction, is it as bad? Does anybody know? Trying to get in there.
I'm not sure. Don heavy on the one side of Alpha here.
And LGD gets, I thought for a second there Don was going to get in heavy enough to start that reverse. 10 minutes, 15 seconds. Back at Bravo, we haven't really seen much of the map late. It's kind of just been right in here. Alpha Bravo.
It's going to be interesting to see where we end up with the ride at the end.
Yeah, we really need the flag capture count, I think, at the top. Would be nice. Dawn, a couple guys set real wide, waiting to pick up any LGD coming through. Who is this? A50. Yeah, we got Spaghetti Joe. Takes out one. Takes him. Did he get? Okay, yeah, but LGD's still pushing through. We'll go watch their squad on the back flank. If I can switch to him. There we go. A50 again.
I'm seeing a lot of red in there. Not enough blue.
LGD, looks like they're rolling real heavy in the back. And exploded by dynamite. If LGD can get in there to where they're now affecting, but you gotta have a strong push, you know, somewhat anyways from the front side. But if they can get back in with their disrupting Don's spawns, and actually it's now too late, back to Alpha.
Once again.
I think what I was saying was the only thing. I think the only thing that LGD could do at this point is what I suggest, and just, you know, and the only way Dawn would counter, at least initially, is by doing the same. But if they just redeploy and then spawn their entire team back there, but other than that, I don't know. Except getting lucky and winning just, you know, the right gunfights at the right time. Obviously, it's extremely hard for LGD to get in there on Charlie. Or Bravo.
Capture objective
We got LGD, Antophila 49, 50 and 22, and Pat 77 and 27 with about 7.5 minutes left. Dawn working that spawn side. Looks like both teams now are trying to get established in the other team's spawn, which, you know, you get a long enough gunfight going on there, you basically stop their team from even getting to that flag ever. And again, back to Bravo. Dawn already just, they're just dogpiled in there already. I don't see any of them on the outside, I don't think. Let's see if Dawn doesn't get, they got one guy, who's that, Kirky? Let's see how this goes down. If, I don't know, okay, they got another spawn. It doesn't seem to really make a difference, though. Even if LGD does break through on this back push, they're still not all that effective, and I think it's because of the whole, well, that right there, choke points, and real easy to control that backside. LGD has the upper hand. They got a lot of guys back. They need to Let's see who. It's going to be a race right now. Dawn pushing in. LGD getting some spawns. LGD might have this covered if they push this entire group right here back into Bravo. Oh. Alright, this could be interesting because LGD's now got the majority of the room. And you can see LGD at about 60% cap and rising. Will LGD get it? I don't know. It's looking pretty good. We might see an upset here right at the very end at 5 minutes left on the clock. LGD complete clear of the Bravo flag, and they're going to get Bravo. We are now going to Charlie finally in the last 5 minutes.
That would be just...
I was sitting there watching the, like, half of LGD was in the Dawn side of Bravo, and then I seen the other half of LGD starting to spawn in and come up on their side, and I was like, ooh, this is going to be good. And now we're back to Charlie flag. Now, suddenly, under 5 minutes, Dawn is now... They're now in a bad position on their home turf here as LGD pushes them back.
LGD with a bit of a flank around the back section. It looks like Don sees them though. I don't think they're going to get very far.
Yeah, let's see. This is crazy. But they just need to keep the heat on here and not mess it up. Let's see if LGD can do it. 4 minutes, 5 seconds. Totally changing the game around. Totally with that cap there.
Nice.
They just need to, honestly, they need to get in there enough like we saw in the first map and just keep, it's not looking too good right now for them, but just keep that flag in limbo until the timer runs out, and I think LGD will have them made. They're playing real defensive. They need to be more aggressive. They might be coming in, they're trying to come in on the backside, but Dawn about 75%. I don't think LGD is going to do this. I think we're going back to Bravo. We'll see if Dawn reverses it here on Bravo flag once again and brings it back in their favor. But that was an exciting play there by LGD last few minutes of the game.
Oof.
And Dawn trying to...
This game is so bad for my heart.
Yeah, that was interesting. Let's see, 3 minutes left. Dawn looks like they're now trying to stock. Well, no, LGD's in there real heavy on Bravo. See if they can keep them pushed back. If they can push them back to Charlie, they've got it made.
That will be a hell of an upset.
Yeah, we're at like, what, under 5 minutes, and then they totally like flip-flop the game. Looks like Dawn now coming in. They're coming in on the backside of LGD. They're going to pull a hole in LGD and try to get a back flank off, and I don't think LGD is ready for it. Or are they? Let's see.
Or
Let's see. Yeah,
they?
I think Dawn picked up on that. LGD's pushed heavy into Dawn's side, but that only works if Dawn's going to be coming in through there. But Dawn, I think, picked up on it and now is back flanking Bravo. But LGD seems to. They've got it held down. Let's see if they can get the cap, though. Both teams are pretty thin on the flag area. We got a few stragglers. Who's this? Nevid. Okay, here we go. Snowman. Let's go watch him. Gonna go with a back flank.
Oh. I don't think the flag itself knows what it's doing.
Nope. LGD's got to get some backup on the outside. Yeah, they're about to get choked out. They got a few guys. There's that Bloodhound. Dawn now completely wiping the flag. They're going to hold it. And I think Dawn just saved the game for them.
Whew. 1 minute and 20 seconds left on the clock. It's literally up to who takes this flag at this point.
We're 50-50. Dawn real heavy. I think Dawn's going to save it here. That got real sketchy for a minute.
LGD is piling in there. Is it going to be in enough time, though?
I don't know. No, I think Dawn's going to secure the map win here. And there it is. Yep, Dawn's going to go ahead and take that.
Oh.
I don't think the flag's going to go live. Yeah, no, it's not going to go live.
No, I don't think so.
Dawn going to take that one, barely saving it. LGD put him in a real bad position, but Dawn pulled it back together there in under 5 minutes. Yeah, I was like, oh man, when I seen LGD take that in the last.
The game does.
Yeah. Gonna go ahead and call that a 1-1 and down to the tiebreaker. 5 seconds. Flag isn't even gonna go live, and that's the end of it. On to the tiebreakers. Bombs placed. Did it? Let me find out. I guess it doesn't matter.
They placed
Either
the
way,
bomb, but they didn't.
Dawn.
Yeah.
It's not actually giving us a clear winner, but okay. Yeah, good recovery by Dawn there. Nice turn of events there by LGD in under 5 minutes, and then and about the 3-minute mark, Dawn flipped it back around. So about a 2-minute turnaround, Dawn saved it. They were probably freaking out there. No. All right, guys, give us just a minute. We're gonna get set up on the next set of servers and talk it out with the teams, and might do just a couple-minute break, let them go stretch and stuff before we go into the overtime.
Yep.
Stand by.
Get the new Xbox One S.
It's super exciting that Battlefield is finally getting a competitive mode. It's been asked for a really long time. Something DICE has been working on with the community's feedback. Nobody's heard about it until now.
It starts with creating a game that the community loves.
It's super early in production, but we want to get out there to the players and bring them in as part of the development.
EA is listening closely to players in the creation of the game.
And watching through their eyes and seeing the way that they play the game, it's a really amazing experience. The team play that Battlefield 1 Incursions has generated has been nothing short of amazing.
It takes the teamwork of Battlefield and takes it to a whole new level.
5 people on one side, 5 on the other. Fast, strategic gameplay.
It's extremely important for the game to be just as much fun to watch as is to play.
And that starts with the changes that we've made to the scoring system.
What we get is a much more intense experience where every point matters.
But that's the point of the game, is to win. I can get a little competitive sometimes.
One of the unique aspects of Battlefield 1 Incursions is that we're allowing players to choose their kits before they actually get into gameplay.
So teamwork is really important here, and kit play is going to be one of the most important factors in this, which brings in something that we haven't seen in any other competitive game.
There's a lot of strategy with teammates, with more decision-making.
The intensity of the games. You don't know what's gonna happen next. That's why I love Battlefield.
We can't have a Battlefield 1 competitive experience and not have vehicles.
I can tell you what, when they roll around the corner, it is scary.
That tank is not easy to take out. Vehicle play can change the outcome of a game.
There is no game that has that balance of infantry and vehicle play like Battlefield does.
The adrenaline rush, the feeling, it's an immersed environment that you just can't get enough of.
It's a lot of fun to play, and you get those Battlefield moments that are just breathtaking.
Anyone could have that heroic moment. Anyone could pull off a massive play to turn the game around. And that adrenaline feeling that you get is incredible.
I'm really looking forward to seeing this out in the wild.
And we're getting back to it, guys. Into the tiebreaker, loading into, oh, standby. A second, I gotta change the maps out here. Forgot that it defaulted to the first ones. 1 second. We're almost ready to go. Who do you guys think? I'll explain in a minute how the tiebreaker is going to work. But who do you guys think is going to win? We just finish getting this set up, and then we're ready to go. No, it's not serious. I screwed that up. My bad. And I hope I mentioned that we were taking a quick little stretch break. I talked to them about it in chat. I hope I mentioned it on the stream. Minor detail. So if you're wondering why we disappeared, that's why. Okay, just about done here. Going to Amiens. That'd be a good one to end on, I think. Alright, let's go back in. These guys are probably getting tired. About to load in.
Hello?
Oh, you're back. Did you get charged?
Yes. Yes. I was on mute so I could charge up my headset.
Okay,
without making that horrible sound.
Yeah, mine does that too, sometimes I forget to plug it in. But I wish they would find a better way to not cause that damage. So, I mean, you should be able to charge both things at once. Let's play a different soundtrack here. Loading, loading, loading. Let's start. I know, right? Yeah, I know. It's probably like what, 10 p.m. for them. We are doing halftime on the timers, so we have that going for us. So that's good. That's good. All right, let's reset this thing. I always forget you can, like, I don't know if it would actually, okay, yeah, that'll work.
Is it gonna work like that?
It actually didn't even show the old map, so it used to be like where you had to have people back out for it to update what it you know, the information they didn't even saw. Otherwise, it was like, you know, showing the old maps and I don't know. Calling in sick tomorrow. Who was it yesterday? They're like, oh, my wife's in labor and I'm watching a match. I'm like, what the heck?
Oh yeah, that was funny.
I remember who that was, one of the European guys, huh?
It was one of the YouTube regulars. Yeah, I think so.
I think there's a B-52 flying over your house.
Something like that. Someone thinks it's incredibly intelligent to take the baffle out of the exhaust.
Yeah. We deal with that here too.
Oh, is a pat in the chat. Ah.
Let's see here. What is our stream time? We're only at an hour and 12 minutes. Does that sound right? No. I don't think this thing knows how to count. It's been, we started at noon. It's been almost 2 hours. It says it's been an hour and 12 minutes on the YouTube control room.
Yeah, we started almost 2 hours ago.
I don't know. Okay, we're going to do one more swap once the teams get in. Just to get that timer reset, because I don't think we're going to be ready. Obviously, we only have like a minute 8 left before that would happen. Just waiting on teams to get loaded in. LGD coming in. Hopefully they're loading opposite sides because we're going to restart, like I said, one more time, and then we'll be ready to go. And we are back on the Africa server, so my ping is probably through the roof. I guess I can't see mine, can I? Eric, he's got to be. Eric with a C, he's definitely from the U.S. He has to be. Sitting at 377.
Eric with a C. Whew. It's gonna be a good one.
Is Bradaloo... Okay, he's moved over. I keep forgetting I can move people too, so... Okay, so, just making sure, laying the groundwork. I know You guys are getting bored sitting around waiting, but we're making sure everything is perfect. Trust me on this, otherwise it can get messy with, well, that wasn't clarified, so I try to make sure everything's covered. Alright. I think it's, is it, no, progressive's in. Actions, let's see. Okay, and we're gonna go on 18. Here we go, guys. Down to the tiebreaker. Should be fun. Should be intense. Obviously, LGD having the advantage on their home server. Alright. It's the 11th hour. Quite literally for Africa.
Yeah, quite literally. I hope that the time of night isn't going to start affecting the guys' gameplay.
No excuse. Let's do this. Well, technically it's about, it either is equally or close to equally as late. Alright, German Empire, Team 1, Blue Team, LGD, Red Team, British Empire, Dawn. Dawn going to be coming out of the left side of the map, and LGD from the right. As we head into the final tiebreakers playing. So how it's going to work, I got a minute and a half here before we start. We're going to play, and if both, let's say LGD takes the map, clean sweep, and then we go over to same map on Europe, and Dawn takes that on a clean sweep. We're going to look at the timer, the timestamps of when the last MCOM exploded, and whoever beat the other team faster is going to determine the winner. If we don't get there, it's going to come down to flag positioning. And if it's the same there, I don't know. We're going to have a limpet off fest. Just going to throw limpets at each other. One life. I don't know. We'll have to look. At that point, we won't call a winner until we've hashed it out, because it can get messy. This is really the first time we've had to do it like this, so yeah. It's a work in progress, okay? And we're 20 seconds out into the final, hopefully the final tiebreakers. One map at 20-minute timer, actually 18 on Africa, one on same map on Europe at 18 minutes. And here we go, 3, 2, 1, and spawns. Here we go. Both teams spawning in.
Here we go.
Looks like Dawn's kind of converging now. Okay, it's got a different path to take. They're going to send about roughly half their team down the backside, and I think LGD's already in the building there. Oh, they're going to send, Dawn's sending a couple guys real wide. It looks like LGD doing the same. Ooh, Dawn's going way out there, as is Langneck. I think Nevid and Langneck are about to square off here. I don't know how he knew he was there. How did he do that? And then he teabags. Very classy. Like, I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is stream sniping, but there's no way. I mean, there's... They wouldn't have seen that, and it wouldn't have come across their stream, because it was quite... I mean, there's at least a minute delay.
No.
I wonder how... Maybe he just... I wonder if he just heard him from...
He must have heard him.
Yeah.
Got that, what do they call it? Supernatural hearing,
right.
I think they call it with mine. Yeah.
Yeah, the teabag. You can't have a tiebreaker without Dawn now reversing the flag. What do we got for tanks out here?
Daz in his tank. Do we have a tank up for LGD?
I didn't see one. Is there a
Is there a delay on
That's what I was just gonna say. I don't know. It seems like that happens every time, but I don't know.
Yeah.
That's not exactly cool. I wonder if they do that because of... No, that doesn't make sense either. I don't know. I wonder if they have a delay on there just to offset the travel distance between the two spawns. Looking pretty good right now. Dawn starting to gain the upper hand on Africa's server. And there's a pushback by Dawn going back to the Bravo flag here. Pretty impressive considering. I mean, what do we sit now? We're about under 100 ping, all of LGD. About 180 average, I would say, give or take, for Dawn. And they got LGD on the back foot here.
Look out!
But also, LGD didn't have a tank, and I'm not sure if that is a choice or if that was.
I think at this point in time that it
probably
tank would be a choice. I could be wrong. Well, I don't know. I don't know why they wouldn't want a tank, but I don't think it takes that long, even when it is delayed. Dawn, it looks like they're establishing themselves heavy on LGD's back spawn here. It's a common tactic in Frontlines. Across the board is getting back in behind. Yeah. You see Dawn's pretty invested over there.
I am a little concerned about this tank issue because we know Sergeant Leadfeeder is the tanker, and he's been waiting to spawn. He spawned in just sort of at the beginning, but not since then, and he's only spawned now with the tank.
Oh. I don't know. Well, then let's hope that it's the same on the other server. Just hopefully they get it sooner, you know what I mean? I mean, it obviously hasn't done a whole lot to LGD. I mean, they got pushed back, but they took out Dawn's tank. It seemed pretty early on. I didn't actually catch that. Dawn, let's see what Leadfeeder does here. Dawn's got the advantage, but they're getting pushed on right now pretty heavily by LGD. No, I think that was Dawn. Oh, you did see the blown up tank, Ross? I seen that it was Dawn's tank, but I didn't actually see it blown up. So
yeah.
That was Dawn's tank. I saw him was alive. I seen it taking some fire in the background. And Dawn now pushing LGD back to Alpha. LGD losing ground quick on the first round of this tiebreaker.
Yeah, Dawn making quick work of this man.
Now, yeah, this is going to be probably their most challenging point right here, because the way you basically have a box with, you know, whether 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 entry points, but they're all choke points. The whole trick is, as the attacker, to get inside that box as quick as possible and not lose that spot, and for the defenders to keep them outside of it at the choke points. Dawn's got a few guys inside right now. LGD hasn't moved up, but I want to say that's the south side. You can see all the smoke down. Dawn moving in. They gotta go ahead and plug that hole. Because it's leaking Dawn. Looks like LGD cleaned up pretty nicely, about 25% on the alpha cap. Dawn, a couple guys trying to trickle in here, getting cut down by a full squad of LGD. And Dawn starts another push right up the middle. Moving to Kirky. Oh man, the revive's got to be so frustrating in this though. I wonder if it's worse with the lag. It's already bad enough since the latest patch. Dawn reversing the flag. We're at 50-50. Obviously Dawn is now inside the cap area.
You're injured, I can help.
So there's still more LGD in the area though. As the flag is moving slightly more blue as time
Which
goes
I don't
on.
understand, because LGD should be climbing pretty quickly. You've got two Dawn inside the cap area, and you got like 6 LGD. I don't know.
Oh, it was just like a sudden explosion of dawn. Red everywhere.
And a short timer here, obviously, 10 minutes, 35 seconds. There we go. Dawn moving in, starting to gain ground again. Dawn real heavy into alpha. I think Dawn's now got their entire team there. LGD, well, they've got a lot of guys in alpha. They start getting explosions and stuff going off in that building. LGD's going to be hurting. They got a lot of guys in one spot.
It is chaos between these buildings. Whew.
Dawn working away here. LGD trying to get back up and running, but that flag is steadily going towards Dawn. Under 10 minutes. I don't know though. I think LGD might reverse it. They got a lot of guys coming in, a lot of spawns. Looks like LGD is now going to wipe Dawn probably completely here in just a second. And
They've already got Snowman there.
Yep, and oh yeah, Snowman. I didn't even see him over there. Oh no.
Doing some work there. No one knows he's there.
Yeah, look at him go.
Oh, dynamite.
Yeah, Snowman is like the last hope. Okay, now Dawn's rolling in, but Snowman is staying alive for an incredible amount of time. Someone firing from the windows though takes him out. Looks like it was Methwish.
Lord Methwish, yes.
But Dawn rolls on that trap side.
LGD has left. Yeah, but LGD has left that entire back section open, and Dawn has snuck in there. Steeler.
And I think LGD probably is going to recover here.
Yeah, there we go.
But I mean, really, like Dawn just needs to play it safe here, because if we do go, down to flag positioning, they got their tank up here. In theory, because they're going to be on their home server next, as long as they keep LGD at the center flag, Charlie on their home server, which is probably very likely that they can do. Dawn will have this one in the bag, so they don't really have to push too hard. They've basically got LGD right where they want them.
Look how they're lined up in that building. Top floor, bottom floor.
Yeah, and it's just
ground floor.
I don't know. You compare the two buildings in my screen right now. There's not really a lot of great. There's a lot of little like cubbies and stuff in the buildings, but as far as like straight up rooms, it's still not very preferable for LGD on this side of the map.
LGD is got basically, oh, I was gonna say they have one person, but Divina just killed himself somehow.
Yeah, Dawn's, they might be in a good position here.
Tank v tank again.
Yeah, Dawn's got a nice defensive position here, and they've got a lot of their loading of their players in the back buildings. And back to Alpha, 6 minutes 45 seconds. Dawn's on LGD's server and keeping them on LGD's side of the map, so looking pretty good for Dawn right now, but obviously that can change as we saw before. Let's go to the tabletop view. Dawn's setting up on each doorway. As you can see, another for that Daz coming in wide over there on the tracks. We back, getting spawns off on that. I think it's south side door. LGD, I mean, look at this. LGD's got a guy right here, Langneck. They've got good coverage on their entrance to the flag, so far so good. And they're keeping Dawn out there completely, except looks like Langneck's
We back. Oh no. And Dawn coming all the way around past the previous flag. I don't think they're gonna get there in time though.
What happened, Exper? What's the joke? TNT? Dynamite.
Damn.
Feedback off in Seeker's mic. I think you got your sensitivity up too high or your headset up too high. I think 4 minutes 40 seconds left, and it is right now in Dawn's favor. Yeah, and see that song, it's a very good point there. They're not getting in, but they don't have to. Oh, here we go. Here's a big back push right now by LGD. They know what's up. Look at LGD. They're moving rapidly, trying to clear out that back building. They know that's the source of a lot of their problems here. Dawn, they're holding on though, because that Pat and Eric with a C in the very back there working LGD spawns. 3 minutes 40 seconds. If Dawn can hold it here, if LGD pushes them back, they're going to be at center flag. And oh, I didn't. Oh, Endseeker might have. Or Axe might have muted somebody or deleted a comment. Wasn't me. I didn't see it. But just blame me. It's okay. Everybody does for everything else. I'll take it. Dawn moving back in. LGD looks like their back flank there initially worked, but lost its steam. And Dawn looking to secure this this map win here in just a minute, or 3 minutes I should say. LGD's got to make a move quick if they're going to do it. And LGD loading heavy up in that second floor balcony, and then guys jumping out. But here comes wave 2 of Dawn. And we're back to Alpha once again, 2 minutes 30 seconds. Dawn. At the 2 minute mark, if we're, I'm going to say Dawn's going to take this map. I don't see it moving back to Charlie in 2 minutes, obviously. So,
I highly doubt it.
we're obviously not going to count on the scoreboard. Mental note. This map is going to go to Dawn based on flag positioning, and we're moving to Europe after this. It's a solid play there. I don't know what the difference is. I mean, at a certain point, obviously, I don't know the intricacies of how lenient latency works, but you'd think as long as the ping wasn't too high, there's probably a sweet spot for an advantage. I'm just thinking, I don't know.
It is possible.
It'll be real interesting to see how it works for LGD on that'll be really weird if LGD turns around and takes it. That'll pretty much decide how I think of the whole lenient latency. Then we'll know that essentially there's a sweet spot, and these guys would be in it. I mean, their ping's high enough to get that lenient latency advantage, but not so high that it offsets the advantage, if that makes sense. I'm just babbling over here, thinking out loud.
You think it was like 11 o'clock there where you are at the moment?
I get deep in thought about these things sometimes. And 1 minute to go.
So essentially now, for LGD to take the whole match, they would have to actually get past or
They're
get
going
to
to go to
the
comms, yeah, and keep it there.
yeah, to the telegraphs. Yeah. And that's what they're going to have to sort of
It's not based
stop.
on the
Am I
farthest they
correct?
pushed, it's based on where they end, excluding any... now, if there's telegraph destroys, we discussed this during our break, if one team gets a telegraph destroyed, the other one doesn't get any, then it's a clear-cut win there for one team.
Okay.
That sounds like common sense, but doing this as long as I have, people try to swing it any way they can. I'm not saying about these guys,
You
I'm
need
just
to,
thinking of every
you
other
need to
time.
black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to black and white those rules.
Sounds like these guys are totally like, oh yeah, yeah. So they're all over it, they know what's up. And round 1 of the tiebreaker goes to Dawn. And we're moving over to Dawn's server, so not looking good at this point for LGD, but we'll see. Let's see if LGD can pull it back. And stand by, bear with us for just a minute. I'm going to go ahead and run you guys another one of these commercials.
It's super exciting that Battlefield is finally getting a competitive mode. It's been asked for a really long time.
Something DICE has been working on with the community's feedback. Nobody's heard about it until now.
It starts with creating a game that the community loves.
It's super early in production, but we want to get out there to the players and bring them in as part of the development.
EA is listening closely to players in the creation of the game.
And watching through their eyes and seeing the way that they play the game, it's a really amazing experience. The team play that Battlefield 1 Incursions has generated has been nothing short of amazing.
It takes the teamwork of Battlefield and takes it to a whole new level.
5 people on one side, 5 on the other. Fast, strategic gameplay.
It's extremely important for the game to be just as much fun to watch as is to play.
And that starts with the changes that we've made to the scoring system.
What we get is a much more intense experience where every point matters.
But that's the point of the game, is to win. I can get a little competitive sometimes.
One of the unique aspects of Battlefield 1 Incursions is that we're allowing players to choose their kits before they actually get into gameplay.
So teamwork is really important here, and kit play is going to be one of the most important factors in this, which brings in something that we haven't seen in any other competitive game.
There's a lot of strategy with teammates, with more decision-making.
The intensity of the games. You don't know what's gonna happen next. That's why I love Battlefield.
We can't have a Battlefield 1 competitive experience and not have vehicles.
I can tell you what, when they roll around the corner, it is scary.
That tank is not easy to take out. Vehicle play can change the outcome of a game.
There is no game that has that balance of infantry and vehicle play like Battlefield does.
The adrenaline rush, the feeling, it's an immersed environment that you just can't get enough of.
It's a lot of fun to play, and you get those Battlefield moments that are just breathtaking.
Anyone could have that heroic moment. Anyone could pull off a massive play to turn the game around. And that adrenaline feeling that you get is incredible.
I'm really looking forward to seeing this out in the wild.
Alright guys, loading into the final server for the tiebreaker. I mean, it's been a long fight, very strong gameplay, both teams, but we're down to the final map here. It's Amiens once again, but on Europe, and it looks like Dawn in position to take the win. To give you a quick rundown, Renegade, we're 1-1 on LGD. Almost had it on Dawn's server. There's a point where it looked like they were actually going to take it and win 2-0, but LGD, we just got done on the Africa server, and LGD on the back for Dawn taking the win there. Now we're on Dawn's home turf, so looking in favor of Dawn at this point, but we'll see. Here it goes. This is like a Super Bowl, isn't it? It was like 3 hours long. We're going to have a halftime show. Jeez. Ugh.
I think we need to get a some sort of long video, an entertaining video of some sort.
Oh, we could. That's what we could do. We could have another server set up and have people perform halftime shows. Anybody want to be on there? We need cheerleaders too. Standing on the sidelines, try not to take a stray tank round.
– 1v1 it, Calibris, or
that'd be amazing.
Like you said, throw limpets at each other.
This is 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's the fourth round, but we're doing them at on 20-minute timers. You can see up there. It's actually 18-minute timers, but yeah. So basically, it's like a third round. They're going quick. I'm not really. I don't know. We'll have to talk about it. I'm not really opposed to the whole 20-minute timer thing is actually kind of nice.
Yeah. It works out most of the time, I think.
The mail. I'm from the United States. I don't really talk like that. Why? Why? Where do I sound like I'm from? Do I sound stupid?
Australia.
Australia? Not even close. Okay, we're 15 for Dawn, 13 LGD, 14 LGD. Waiting for the last couple load in. Doing a reset, starting on 18 minutes. Dawn with the upper hand, winning. LGD is on LGD's home turf. If you're just tuning in, is Dawn gonna go ahead and unravel LGD here at the very end? We're loaded in, and here we go, doing a restart. Do or die, LGD.
Or will LGD make a comeback? Just saying.
Oh yeah, it's possible. I mean, they flipped it around for just a couple minutes there. It's a real short window on Dawn's map, so it's very likely.
Well, that's the thing. It's one of those cases of you got to put your all into it just for those last few minutes if you have to. Literally, just give it everything you've got.
Yep. Can anybody name the soundtrack? What?
I can't hear the soundtrack, so I'm gonna bow out of that one. I was just gonna say, Gello, the teams are, well, LGD is from Africa and Don is from Europe.
Okay, we're finishing the load here. Timer starts in 1 second. And we begin the countdown to 18. A blue team, German Empire, LGD red team, Dawn from the British Empire. Here we go, guys. DFE, DFE, DFE in the chat. But that's not Dawn, Dawn, Dawn. I don't see DFE out here. Dawn is Europe. Hopefully Dawn doesn't get complacent here in the last round and start again overextending and taking too many chances, because I have a very, very strong feeling that if you leave any sort of opening for LGD, they're gonna rip you up.
Yeah.
I mean, both teams are just the back flanks and the different like attack vectors and stuff you see on the flags. If they're not on guard for just a minute, dude, I mean, you can totally lose it. I see it. All right, guys, under 30 seconds. LGD for the win, then something else. I can't read that. I can read it, but I can't understand it. What is an AOD? That's funny.
That is what he said.
Oh. And here we go, 5 seconds left.
It means beat these guys, but guys just with a stronger word.
Oh. Okay, here we go. LGD blue team, Dawn on the red. Can Dawn do it? The server is in their favor here.
Hey Sam, it's nice to see you watching.
Hi Sam, I saw it earlier. LGD initially getting the upper hand on the flag, but now, oh, we're at a stalemate.
Ooh. So let's test the theory about the tanks, because here LGD's got a tank. Oh, no, Don definitely has a tank up, so...
Yeah, that was way too soon.
Kind of holds.
I don't know what... It may not be consistent either, honestly. Who knows? Both tanks throwing rounds back and forth. Flag about 30-40% there. Coming up on 50 now for Dawn. I think LGD, they've got a few guys up in this building here, but Dawn obviously occupying more of the flag. Whoop, back again, back again.
Sorry.
Some shady, something like that. Or is it Backstreet Boys?
Oh my word, no.
Oh.
No, just don't.
That's what I usually listen to.
No, just don't. Oh, sorry, Hom. But aren't you and Sam the same person?
And push back. Oh, that was interesting. It just fully capped, and then LGD reversed it quickly there. Holy, what the heck?
Oh, that was
weird.
So quick.
Like, it was fully capped. It must, again, visual thing. Nice recovery by LGD. And they're clustering up, holding it. It looks like Dawn's trying to come in from another side here. I don't know if that's going to work out for him. We'll see. LGD working that flag back now. And almost now going in LGD's favor. But they've got to get back to, what is it, Delta at least? Or Echo. They've got to get him back. They've got to get Dawn back to Echo flag. Or better. If they get him to Echo flag and keep it, then we'll have to see. We'll have to sit down and talk with the teams and figure out what makes sense and where people are and what the timers are. Backstreet Boys, yeah. My favorite. They're a metal band, aren't they?
That's what Ender grew up on. Backstreet Boys and NSYNC.
And I'm a believer. Ugh, I can't even say that. Ugh. I went to
standing in the crowd there, yelling Justin Bieber with your cut-off sleeves and.
I went to a Warped Tour one year, and they had like some tip jars with every donation like kills a Bieber fan or something like that.
There we go. We are moving back to Delta. Dawn quickly on that.
I don't know how they decided the sides. They Dawn and LGD figured that out. I didn't hear any talk of that. No one asked.
First person on Aquafars, please. People just want to watch Aqua tonight.
He's gonna die. He's already dead. Oh no, he's not. The spectator menu shows he's dead. LGD, they're playing it strong though. This is what they're gonna need. This could get interesting. It's Alt F4.
A lot of them there. Control Alt Delete.
End task. Dawn and LGD both 50-50 on the flag, but okay, now it's going a little bit in LGD's favor. Let's see if is LGD getting any Go to the tabletop. Oh, they've got it. Okay, so LGD's got a couple guys back on the Echo side here. Obviously spawning in. They're probably just hanging out there more or less, defending themselves. But trying to get back flanks in. And Dawn's getting pinched, obviously, which we've seen over and over. LGD's keeping the heat on Dawn here. I mean, they're steadily moving. So they get back to Echo. That we're gonna then be back at a tiebreaker.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Yeah, and it's.
What are we gonna do in that case? I didn't think we thought that far.
That's what I was saying. We won't make a call. We'll talk to the teams and. We may even have to do another one or have them just play it off stream and get it handled that way. Dawn better get in there quick. Okay, now Dawn, now they're moving in. Well, I don't know, they were reversing it, but they're losing a lot of guys there at the front. And we're back to Echo. This is going to be, I think this one's a bit harder than Alpha to take, though. But now we're basically in a tied position.
Yeah. I think then we just say to the guys, okay, get your 3 best people, fight it out. 3 on 3.
3 on 3.
Oh, Dad's doing some serious work with that tank.
Well, that's what they need. Backs out early, takes 1 round. This is a hard one to spectate here. It doesn't look like Dawn is real. Oh, I guess they've got split up a little more, but they don't have a lot of guys right in the cap area, it doesn't seem. But they've got a whole squad, maybe a squad and a half, trying to cut down that LGD backlink. And Dawn working the flag, gonna go back. This one's real hard to watch. Looks like LGD's got 1 guy left on the back, 1 more coming around. Lord Methwish, last guy on LGD's back flank. LGD moving in, which I believe is the north side on the street. Knocking at the door for Dawn, but they've got to do better than that if they're going to take Echo.
Back flank is open. Only 1 guy defending it.
Looks like, okay, now we got 2 and 2. I don't know.
It's like, sure.
Krypton takes
like
a chance over the wall and cleans up that back flank of LGDs. And back to Delta.
Oh, yeah. We're back.
This is a very, very close. I mean, I thought yesterday was pretty even, but
yeah.
obviously we had a steady win. But
this is very close.
This is a lot closer. So now, if it's a back and forth game here, and the map ends here, that's going to be a clear win for Dawn, based on ending flag position. So Dawn's got to keep LGD at least at Delta. LGD, if they can just get that 1 more cap on Echo, which is going to be a very hard task, then LGD's got it in the bag.
Capture objective Duff.
Whew. It looks though like the LGD might keep this flag.
Yeah, who is that? Lead?
Ooh.
Yeah,
Lead feeder.
Yeah. Let's see if this the Dawn squad coming around the backside, they're kind of dancing around. They got to get pushed in there, but they're coming around on the back flank of LGD right now. Alright, let's see what Lead Feeder's all over it now. He's going to stop this entire back push, which might give LGD the cap.
Oh! That does down.
And
sorry, Daz.
Delta going to LGD. And back to Echo again. It's basically a mirror what we saw in the last
Yeah.
last round. Langneck trying to move in. Langneck just takes out the one guy standing in his way.
Oh yeah.
He's overextending himself right now. He gets one kill, but he gets taken out. He should have stayed in that cubby just for a little bit longer. But I guess Aqua and them picking up his dead body. Aqua trying to get in that second floor. Yeah, he gets in there. Let's see what he does. This could be a bad position for Dawn right now. Aqua, he's again overextending. He should just wait. Or he could just stand there and get kills. That works too. Okay, this is... I think Dawn is now in a bad position because LGD has the both upper floors on Echo. So unless they start throwing some serious rounds through there.
But that far back building, you can't get possession of the flag from there anyway. So it doesn't matter if they're in there.
No, they've got the two upstairs right around.
You need to.
Yeah. Both these two stores
they've got to come around.
Where, well, I guess they're wiped out now. I don't have a reference point. Yeah, I think, I don't know, LGD about 50%, I think. I don't know. It's hard to tell with this flag changing.
Oh.
It's all weird.
Dawn has possession, but it looks like it is going back to LGD.
Yeah, LGD in those upper floors is critical. They had both sides occupied. At that point, just don't get wiped out. Yeah, if they draw again, we're gonna... Either way, this is gonna be our last round. If they draw, once again, we'll off camera, so to speak, we'll talk to the teams and we'll have them play it again. They can set up another day and we can call a winner, but we'll see. Dawn doesn't have to do very much. They just got to do a little bit better. I think they lost a lot of ground there initially, and now it's hurting them. But if they could have held on, you know, a little bit longer and shifted the timing of things, they would be sitting in a good position. But LGD doing what they need to.
Yeah, it looks like Dawn is going to take this this flag though. They're about what, 90% of the way there.
And cap goes off. Now let's see what Dawn's going to do. They're moving out quick. If Dawn can take control of this back road here, they're going to be better off. It's this courtyard that absolutely kills you.
Oh, lead feeder.
I think, yeah, and I think if LGD's tank goes down, if they lose that tank, I think we're going to see a dramatic change.
Yeah.
And the tank goes down, I think we're going to see a big change here.
Oh. Hat with that critical kill on the tank.
Here's Dawn with the Hotel Rwanda, as we call it. Telfer's the only one left. Takes out Nukem. Darren Telfer needs to play it safe. I think that's what he's gonna do. As long as his head ain't sticking out, he gets a squad spawn. Throws dynamite. It's like Telfer taken out and Dawn wiped out of the hotel.
Massive push by Dawn though.
Yeah, this could be interesting because here comes Daz with the Shamond. Let's see if they can get that tank in there and do work. So they're gonna, that tank's gonna go front and center and try to push LGD's. There comes the pigeons. Doesn't look like he got a lot of work done with that thing there. They don't see Electro Genes. He's laying there just throwing rounds at that tank. He gets taken out. He finally had to run for it. Ran out of ammo. Yeah, look at Dawn. I think that Shamond is going to go ahead and drive LGD back.
Ooh, huge position over the flag at the moment. Damn, LGD really needs their tank back.
Yep, and now
3 minutes.
Is Daz, did he go down? Looks like Daz went down, so now we have no tanks on the map, and Dawn, but I mean really, Okay, and they're now reversing it.
Oh, LGD pushing it.
Yeah, I was going to say Dawn had it made if they would have just... I think that tank pushed up too far there. If he would have stayed right in the courtyard, would have been better off. So now with the offset of the tank spawns, LGD is going to have a tank up, so Dawn hopefully is ready for that. Dawn's got a lot of guys in that courtyard, but they're having to watch down this road over here because I see LGD constantly pushing that side too.
Oh, Dawn's got possession.
We have 2 minutes 10 seconds. If Dawn takes this flag, then it's safe to say Dawn is going to win it.
Yeah. Or if they just keep possession.
If they keep possession here, yeah.
To
So
stop LGD from getting it.
They've got a tough choice to make. I mean, it's kind of a gamble, but I mean, if Dawn plays it safe here, they're okay. Dawn about 75% on the cap. If they get this Delta cap, Dawn's going to win this. If that flag goes, LGD's got to go right now. Is LGD going to reverse it? Nope. I think we're going to see Dawn winning this thing. I think that was the deciding factor right there.
I think so. Damn. That was close.
But they're not slowing down. Look at this push by Dawn. I think we have our winners. Yep. You're winners, guys. I'm going to go ahead and call it now. Dawn. That was a great fight by both teams. A long match. According to YouTube, it was only like 40 minutes.
Now back in his tank, but damn, it was just too late.
Capture objective Charlie.
And you have it, guys. Dawn squad for the win. 30 seconds.
Well played.
And trying to do a cinematic. There you go. There you go. Is that peaceful? And the curtains close. Well done there, both teams. There was a few critical moments where they kept basically making game-changing decisions and moves there. We saw it on the EU server on Fort Deveau. We saw it on this map, obviously, and on the Africa server. But well played. Your new winner of this match is going to be Dawn Squad out of Europe. But there is, however, a double elimination. It is a double elimination ladder. So. Very likely LGD will push their way back to top. Might even see them rematch. Good game. Very good game. I know it's late for you guys. We're going to go ahead and cut it off here. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, check out the other videos. I think both teams have multiple matches streamed on here from this season. But
that's right.
Anyways, guys, appreciate it. It's been fun. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out.
Thanks for watching.